Crafties, and welcome to another video. My name is Infinity, and today we are going to be making friendship bracelets. They're really simple to make, really easy, and it's actually a perfect project for younger children in younger grades when you're trying to teach them how to be friendly with one another. So what you're going to need for today's tutorial is your skein of yarn. You are going to need a crochet hook as well as a pair of scissors. Now here you can see I have made one already, sweet and simple and to the point, but it's dark. And when you're making these, you want to make them with fun and bright colors that will emulate happiness. So I'm going to put that one to the side and close my printer. And what I'm going to do is find my center string, which was relatively easy for this skein, and I am going to make a slip knot. Now this is a beginner tutorial, so I will be explaining how to go about that. What you're gonna do is hold your yarn between your thumb and your index finger, just like that, and you're gonna use a finger or two to take the tail end of your yarn that's not connected to the skein, and you're just gonna wrap it around, and you are going to make a loop by also pinching the rest of it between your thumb and your index finger. Now what you're going to do is take your additional fingers out of there while you're holding still your loop with your thumb and your index, and you're going to take this tail and you are going to lay it behind there like that. And what you're going to do is to get your hook, and you're going to put it through the loop and under the string and out the other side, and you're going to pull it closed and cinch it onto the hook. Not too tight, but tight enough where it's just gliding and you have a little bit of room. And that is how you do a slip knot. So now that we have our slip knot on our hook, we are going to chain. And chaining is holding your yarn like so, your tail, and what you're going to do is yarn over, which means to wrap your hook around your yarn, or your yarn around your hook, and you are going to grasp that loop, that little piece of yarn under the hook part, and you are simply going to pull it through. And now we have our first chain. So I'm going to make another one. So that means I am going to wrap my yarn around my hook, make sure I have it nice and secure, and I'm going to pull it through that previous loop. And now I have two chains. And I'm going to do it one more time, yarning over and pulling through to create my third chain. Now I have relatively small wrists for my age, so I know that I need to chain 25 plus 3, but everybody has different size wrists. So what you would do is look at your own wrist, kind of eyeball it, and determine how long, once you start chaining, your chain needs to be. So in doing that, I know that I'm going to chain 22 more plus 3. So I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Now I've done my 22 stitches, and it's looking pretty sizable for my wrist. If I need to gauge it, I can just put my wrist over my chains and kind of see that, yeah, that actually works. But the thing is, with these bracelets, you want the kids to be able to slip them on and off with ease. And as you just saw there, I kind of had to twist my wrist to get it out of there, and you don't want that. So that's where the extra 3 chains come from. So I'm going to chain those extra 3. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, now I know for sure that my wrist is going to definitely fit in this chain bracelet. Now what we're going to do is fasten off. And what that means is that we are going to pull up this loop way bigger than what we need it to be. And we're going to lay this loop out and just kind of analyze it for a moment. Now, there is a right side and a left side to this loop. And as you can see, if I pull on the left side of the loop, my working yarn is coming up. So this is the side that we want to be sure to cut. So we're going to take our scissors, and anywhere on this left side you can just snip the yarn just like that, and you can move away your working yarn. And all we're going to do is hold this second to last stitch between our thumb and our index finger, and we're going to hold the tail that we just cut in our other hand. And what we're going to do is just gently pull that closed, creating a knot so that this will never come apart. And so now we can tie these strings together, the ends, just like this. And it actually works better when you're tying it, when you have the kids to tie those strings around each other's wrists, because that way they have to introduce themselves to each other and be helpful to one another, and that's all part of promoting friendly school culture. So just gonna do that. I don't have my assistants here with me today, so I have nobody to tie this on my wrist. Yeah. So after you determine that it fits, you can just slip it right back off, and you can snip the tails, not too close to where you tied it, but close enough, and you can slip it back on. And I can bring my other one back. And now you have friendship bracelets. So thanks for tuning in today, and until next time, happy making.